Hello there, heroes. I'm the Orange Ranger, and as you can see here, I've got another Power Rangers toy review for you, and it is yet another Lightning Collection figure. These have become something of, I don't know if I'd go as far as calling it an addiction. I have a significant backlog of these things to review. This that you're looking at here is one of 6 Lightning Collection figures that I hadn't reviewed yet, and in the interest of full disclosure, I had ordered not 1 but 2 more before making this video. So there are now 8 Lightning Collection figures that I need to get reviews done for. So this is quite the little backlog, and I've finally hit that point in my work schedule where I get some more free time, so this is where I'm going to start cranking these out. This figure I'd wanted for a while, but I could never just quite pull the trigger on it. I think it finally got to a point of being on sale. It's pretty easy to pick up now. On sale at GameStop and etc. It's pretty findable now. This is, of course, the SPD Shadow Ranger, Doggie Kruger himself. Lightning Collection figure reviews are going to get pretty standard at this point, so, you know, I'll be going over the details of the accessories while maybe not, you know, super nitpicking. I'll probably just try to point out figure-specific things in videos so they're differentiated. You know, these are the details that make this figure different from this figure, and not just like so much, wow, look at the amazing paint, but like look at the detail on this that they got right. So here is SPD Shadow Ranger. As always, I start by looking at the box, and it's excellent box art as always right there. You can see some of the things that are included, including Doggie's head, which of course I am going to talk about in great detail. The figure, of course, you can just barely see there the SPD morpher, the Shadow morpher as it was, the Shadow saber right here, and some of the hands. I know that there's actually an effect part hidden behind the border here, but we'll get to that when we get to it. Art extends around the side, just like that. There's the pose I have to match, and it does kind of spoil the effect part, but I mean, hey, I will get to it when I get to it. By the way, I'm not sure how true this is for many of them, but I happen to notice on this one, that art from the side, the Ranger art, extends even all the way around to the back. So that's a lot. And that side has art that is condensed down to just the one side. Nice shade of blue on the top. Lots of words on the bottom. Let's pop everything out of the box. The backing card lightning bolt here is red and crimson. Those colors are on his suit, but not the primary colors. Just to show you here, because honestly I'm not even really taking them out of the box anymore, the other hands are a fist and this 2-finger hand that's good for one of his iconic poses. With this, the truest sword in the galaxy, I will right all wrongs. SPD Shadow Ranger. This is a beautiful figure. What can I say at this point? This is what I was talking about with differentiating, you know, specific details on suits, because almost all of the Lightning Collection figures have been beautiful, and if I've had any complaints, they've really fallen more along the lines of the actual suit itself versus details specific to the figure. I love the swirly effect here, and side note for the Lightning Collection, it's one of the easiest to actually attach to the weapon because it just goes in between the swirlies right there. The blue on this figure, I want to zoom in on the helmet. The blue on this figure is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, you might say. Alright. But just, it's such a shimmery, beautiful shade of blue. And I love the 100 on the chest. That's very well detailed. It pops out. It's actually like sculpted in there very nicely. But also, you'll see on that right shoulder, and I'll probably digital zoom here to show you, that SPD logo that's molded into the plastic. That's just beautiful. So one thing I really love about this figure is the armor. This is a much more armored suit than you normally see for a Power Ranger. By the way, another little detail, the SPD logo molded on the shoulder there. But anyway, I'm talking about the armor on the arms and legs. Right here, you see that bends away from the figure as it moves, which is very nice. I will say, because of this elbow armor, the arm can only go to straight down, which, I mean, you wouldn't want it to go much further back than that, but it does lock it basically at straight up and down there. And then down here, you can really see it on the legs, and it is beautiful, by the way, the red and the silver and that shimmery blue, but you can see, you know, as you move, that it bends away from the knee there. I just noticed this striping on this leg. Very, very nice. It bends away from the legs, though. It's a separate piece. It is armor that is not, like, just molded to the body, and I just think it's very nice. These feet, by the way, are ratcheting. They have a click. Oh, just one? No. So, like, 3? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So it has ratchets there, which is great because that's going to help him stand up because his feet aren't going to wiggle around so much. Bringing this as close as I can here, but this little SPD morpher is just amazing. There's something I have to look at with my human eyes here really quick. I may have to zoom and enhance this for sure to find out myself, but I'm pretty sure those words written on the morpher are the actual words, even written that small. I can't make them out with my bare eyes, even with my glasses on. But that's a very small, fine, nice detail if it's the case. Now, I will say with the morpher, the thing is that a lot of people said that the morpher should either be able to open or have been open to be like judgment mode. You know, the Rangers didn't really use the SPD morphers very much in a closed state, mainly as communicators. I can kind of see it both ways on that. I wouldn't have expected it to open and close. If I had to choose between open and closed, I probably would have preferred one that was open, but, you know, hey, that's not a big deal. And now, something we never got to see on SPD, really an injustice to us, I think, because we could have seen this at least once, and I think we should have seen it at least once, and that is a helmetless Doggie Kruger. And yes, it does raise the question of how you fit that head into this helmet, but that's just something that's debated for the ages. This head may be the highlight of this piece. It is perfect. It is beautiful. It is exactly what it's supposed to be. The scale texture, the dreads in the back, the ears, the nose, it's just the eyes. It looks like there's life in those eyes, and that's just amazing. Now, I'm not sure if you folks noticed it, but there was another little accessory added to this piece when I put his quote-unquote human, his Sirian head on, and I will now show it to you. When I saw this in the box, I was momentarily really, really confused. This is Doggie Kruger's neck. This is the little piece of plastic that you need to make it more believable that it's his head on the figure, so there's no gap between the top of the chest and the head. So to put that on, you just slip it on top here, and you just have to make sure that it slots into both sides of the chest armor. It's going to have this little lighter section facing forward with the little divot down into the suit because Doggie's neck has that lighter section of scales right there. Alright, you're looking at this pose here and checking the back of your Shadow Ranger Lightning Collection box and going, come on, Sean, that's like a C+ at best. The angle's not right. You clearly got him leaning against the wall, so he's not even standing up, so come on, what's the deal? Well, I think they kind of cheated, and I'm going to show you now. First of all, I'm pretty sure that you can see the figure stand in the picture. It's very obvious this foot is not really touching the ground. It's impossible for these figures to balance on one foot without something like a figure stand or having it up against the wall like that. And I couldn't put it up against the wall and have it turned at that exact angle. So I'm giving myself an A+ for posability of the figure matching the back of the box because they cheated. And I'm giving the figure a C in regards to matching the back of the box, both in terms of posability and some finer details. I noticed once again a couple of things that don't match from the box art to the figure. That's starting to bug me a little. These figures are still incredible, but you know, it's like they're putting the final prototype on the back of the box and then coming out with a slightly, ever so slightly inferior product for the actual release. Here's my example. You can see here, this piece of the elbow gauntlet is painted silver, but on the actual figure, it is that same shiny silver as the rest of it. The other one is that molded SPD logo, the police logo with the dog head that I pointed out. And actually the one on the helmet too, they are both painted silver, but on the actual figure, they're the colors of the plastic that they're stuck to. On the helmet, this logo is the same shiny blue, and on the shoulder, like I pointed out, that logo was black. So that just takes a little bit away from me. It's not enough to get even all that terribly upset about. But yeah, you know, it is disappointing to see like that there were a couple of corners here and there that they cut between final prototype and actual figure release, even if that's to be expected. Overall, of course, this is an amazing figure, and as I mentioned earlier, it is on sale at this point everywhere that I've seen it. You should be able to pick one up for a pretty good price, and it's a beautiful quality figure that represents one of the better characters that we've had on the Power Rangers franchise, so I definitely recommend picking it up. That's going to do it for my review of the SPD Shadow Ranger Lightning Collection figure. Of course, this gets a huge thumbs up, a big recommendation. It's a beautiful figure. This was one of the earlier Lightning Collection figures, but I think they absolutely nailed it. Besides, again, the little, like, fine details like the elbow armor and the helmet logo that should have been different colors than they ended up being. It's like a B+ if I were to give this a score, you know, like a solid 4 out of 5, 3.75, 4 out of 5, you know. It's a great figure and you should definitely pick it up if you can. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel to see all of my videos, including these toy reviews that don't exactly get announced. So you're going to want to make sure that you ring the bell, get your notifications set up so you find out whenever videos like this are released. Now that this video is done, you can like the video by hitting the thumbs up button right down below to let me know that you enjoyed it, and leave a comment down there about what you think about this figure. Are you going to pick one up? Have you already picked one up? Let me know that down in the comments below. And if you're interested in lending any financial support to my channel, because I have developed a nigh-on crippling addiction to Lightning Collection figures, I am kidding. Yeah, but I am not kidding that you can check me out on Patreon or Ko-fi at Orange Ranger Videos and kick me a little support so I can pick up some more of these. I have a couple of great patrons and I would love to have some more, but I appreciate any support that I get on this channel, whether it's financial support through those sources or just liking the videos, commenting, sharing them around the internet to let people know about what I do. Until next time, heroes, may the power protect you.